Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we'll be exploring the magnificent beauty of nature together and learning about the threats posed by natural disasters. As night gave way to day, the star-studded sky, shimmering like diamonds on a silken black velvet tapestry, prepared to yield to the brilliant dawn. Millions of stars remained, weaving a magical tapestry of nature. The sky began to transform from deep blue to a lighter shade, gradually turning pink, orange, and yellow, heralding the sun's imminent arrival. The majestic scene of sunrise is not only a work of art by nature, but also a symbol of new beginnings, hope, and renewal. In this breathtaking moment, humans feel a profound connection with nature, find themselves humbled by the grandeur of creation, and recognize the value of every moment in life. However, nature not only brings beauty, but also harbors serious threats. Major storms, floods, wildfires, serious threats. Major storms, floods, wildfires, earthquakes are all Today, we will revisit the horrifying scenes of natural disasters like storms and floods, reminding us of nature's destructive force. Number 1. Major storm. Powerful storms can devastate everything in their path. As torrential rain and strong winds rage, they carry a destructive force that is unmatched. The storm's power doesn't end there. Cars are overturned on the road, evidence of the horrific destruction caused by nature. The wind sweeps everything in its path. Even sturdy trees can no longer withstand its force, snapped and felled like fragile plants. The peak of the storm's ferocity arrives with the appearance of a tornado, sucking up everything in its path. Nothing can withstand this terrifying force. What once stood firm is now just debris, ruthlessly swept away. This is a stark reminder of nature's power, and we humans must always be prepared to face unforeseen disasters. Number 2. The floods. We're seeing a horrifying sight as the city is swallowed by a devastating flood. The relentless torrent of water continues to climb, turning the city into a vast, watery abyss. The relentless surge of water carries with it mud and debris. Roads have transformed into makeshift rivers, disrupting the daily routines of the people. The murky and ferocious water surges into the city, sweeping everything in its path. The boat, battered and broken, is dragged into a giant drain, its destruction swallowed by the deep, dark abyss. Number 3. Landslide. Did you know that landslides are a natural disaster that can happen anywhere? They come unexpectedly and cause significant damage to lives and property. Not only that, Landslides are also a major cause of tsunamis, generating waves that can reach tens of meters high and destroy entire villages and homes. Many landslides have been captured on camera, vividly showcasing their terrifying power. Let's join the Nature News channel and explore some of the most terrifying landslides that have happened around the world. Let's see how these events unfolded. A horrific landslide in Norway swept entire houses into the sea, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. The disaster, described by many as apocalyptic, occurred near the town of Alta in northern Norway. Dozens of homes and vehicles were swallowed by the sea, but thankfully, no one lost their lives. Residents had been evacuated in time to safety when they noticed signs of the impending landslide. Just minutes before, a loud rumbling and noticeable tremors shook the ground, prompting everyone to flee to higher ground. The landslide happened with astonishing speed, engulfing homes and cars in less than a minute. These were then carried out to sea by the torrent and later pushed back towards the shore. There was nothing anyone could do but watch in despair as their possessions were dragged out to sea and submerged. A horrifying landslide in Fujian, China, buried multiple cars parked along a roadside on June 13th. The landslide occurred on a road outside of Longyan City in Fujian Province, China, swallowing and burying numerous vehicles that were parked there. The landslide happened during the midday hours, when most people were taking a break and there was little traffic. Rescue workers arrived promptly to assist any injured individuals. The heavy rains that had been pummeling Longyan City for days are believed to have weakened the soil, ultimately leading to this terrifying landslide. Heavy rains triggered a landslide that buried over 100 homes in the city of Atami, central Japan, on July 3, 2021. A devastating landslide occurred in the city of Atami, central Japan, with mud and debris from the mountaintop rushing down, engulfing homes, vehicles, and pedestrians. The landslide happened suddenly and swiftly, leaving residents with little time to react. Eyewitnesses described a torrent of water and debris cascading down from the mountain at high speed, accompanied by thunderous roars. According to local police, the landslide reached the nearby coastline. At least 2 people were killed, 20 were missing, and around 30 homes were destroyed in the catastrophic event. Many roads were blocked by mud and debris, causing traffic disruptions. Rescue efforts were hampered by the severe conditions. Approximately 21,000 households in Atami, Shizuoka Prefecture, were forced to evacuate their homes to ensure their safety, with the city government issuing the highest evacuation warning level. In the U.S., footage from the severe flooding in New Jersey late in 2018 provides a stark warning. A car dealership, ignoring police advice to evacuate their vehicles, lost dozens of cars to the rising floodwaters. This disregard for safety not only resulted in their own financial loss, but also made them the target of public criticism for contributing to the flooding. The cars, blocking the river's flow, exacerbated the flooding. Newly flooded vehicles and debris piled up in the street, creating a scene of heartbreaking devastation. The cars were swept away towards the nearby Hackensack River. When salvaged, they were covered in mud, debris, and silt. A total of 42 cars were swept away, with some blocking the drainage system. The owner of the dealership reported that 16 vehicles were pulled from the river on August 12th. The image we are viewing shows a road in Bihar, eastern India, where floodwaters rushing down from Nepal have devastated villages. People traversing this road couldn't wait, and some rushed across, even though the underlying earth had been washed away, leaving the asphalt like a bridge. Later, the road collapsed as the last 3 people crossed. Thankfully, 2 were able to scramble to the roadside and were pulled to safety. A young girl, unfortunately, was swept away by the current, but was rescued shortly after. Did you know landslides are a common occurrence, especially in mountainous regions after heavy rainfall? Many parts of the world have experienced devastating landslides, causing significant damage to life and property. Let's join the nature news to explore the causes of this terrifying natural disaster. A landslide is defined as the downward movement of rock, soil, or debris, often from a steep slope due to gravity. This phenomenon occurs frequently, triggered by a variety of factors. According to experts, landslides often happen at night, accompanied by loud booming sounds. The reason for this is the significant difference in temperature and humidity between night and day, creating changes in pore pressure within the soil. When pore pressure fluctuates, it can significantly impact the stability of the terrain, ultimately leading to a landslide. Because landslides frequently occur at night, the consequences are often severe, both in terms of human casualties and property damage. At night, people are usually unprepared, making it harder to respond to the threat and increasing the risk of damage. Number 4. Earthquake and tsunami. Ladies and gentlemen, on March 11, 2011, a devastating natural disaster struck Japan, an earthquake and tsunami. This event stands as one of the most tragic events in the country's modern history. A powerful magnitude 9.0 earthquake shook the region, causing immediate and catastrophic damage. Buildings and infrastructure crumbled, trapping countless individuals beneath the rubble. Immediately after, a towering tsunami, reaching heights of 40 meters, crashed ashore, engulfing entire coastal communities. The ocean surged inland with terrifying speed, sweeping everything in its path. Once solid homes were reduced to fragile remnants, swallowed by the murky water. Boats were ripped from their moorings, tossed about like tiny toys in the churning sea. The death toll reached nearly 16,000, a staggering and haunting number. The affected areas were left in a state of devastation, with unimaginable grief and loss. Cars, homes, and belongings were swept away, crushed by the relentless force of the tsunami, creating a cacophony of destruction that was both chaotic and haunting. Grieving families searched desperately for loved ones, many having lost their families, friends, and those they held dearest. Rescue efforts were underway with urgency, but against the overwhelming power of nature, every effort felt like a drop in the ocean. In the face of immense sorrow, the people of Japan came together to rebuild their lives. They cleared the debris, rebuilt their homes, and held on to hope for a brighter future. Their unwavering spirit and unity served as a powerful driving force. The 2011 disaster stands as a stark reminder of the immense power of nature and the fragility of human life. We must come together, remain strong, and be prepared to face any challenges that lie ahead. No matter what difficulties we encounter, hope and the promise of a new dawn will always return. Number 5. Wildfire. We are about to explore one of the most terrifying natural disasters, wildfires. Lush green forests, home to millions of animal and plant species, face the devastating threat of destruction by fire. Wildfires have various causes, both natural and human-induced. The most common natural cause is lightning, where electrical sparks from the sky strike dry vegetation, igniting a fire. However, a majority of wildfires nowadays are caused by humans, such as burning forests for agriculture, faulty power lines sparking, or even careless acts like discarding cigarette butts. Wildfires inflict severe damage across all aspects of life. First and foremost, they decimate thousands of hectares of forest, destroying ecosystems and the habitats of countless animal species. Millions of creatures perish or are displaced from their homes. Smoke from wildfires not only pollutes the environment but also poses a threat to human health, triggering respiratory illnesses. Furthermore, wildfires cause significant property damage, destroying homes, infrastructure, and disrupting the lives of communities. To combat wildfires, rescue and recovery efforts must be deployed swiftly and efficiently. Firefighters are the frontline force in battling the flames, working in perilous conditions to control and extinguish the blaze. Additionally, modern equipment such as water-dropping helicopters and fire trucks are utilized to provide support. The involvement of local residents in rescue efforts and forest protection is also crucial. Reforestation and planting trees are effective methods for restoring the ecosystem. Furthermore, raising public awareness about forest conservation, refraining from uncontrolled burning, and exercising caution when using fire-inducing sources are vital. Establishing an early wildfire warning system is essential to ensure timely responses when the risk of fire arises. Let's all work together to protect our planet, our shared home. Every small action, like planting trees, reducing plastic use, and saving energy, can make a big difference. Don't forget to like and share this video to spread the message, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any other meaningful and helpful videos. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave a comment below. We love hearing from you. Once again, thank you for watching. Let's all strive to live sustainably and protect our environment. See you in our next video.